Let's take a look at this particular home and see what are some of the stuff that makes this a great Airbnb. This property rents very well, so I want to see what are some of the things that we should have. We're going to start in the kitchen. In this particular area that this Airbnb is located, we are competing with a lot of new construction homes, right? New construction homes are on the market for Airbnb and that kind of thing. So we want to make sure that we have granite counters, quartz counters, updated cabinets, updated fixtures, because remember that people are looking at Airbnb for the only thing they have to go on is going to be the pictures, right? I always said you want to make sure that the refrigerator has the ice and cold water dispenser. It makes it easier for the guests. Another thing you want to have a coffee machine and you want to have a Keurig. Some people like the coffee, some people like Keurig. You want to have both. Also, it wouldn't be a bad idea to leave a few things out for your guests, like sweeteners, creamers, K-cups, that kind of stuff. Another thing I'm a big believer on also is having an air fryer. For this particular home, there's an air fryer built into the stove right there. So if that doesn't happen, you want to have one. You also want to make sure you have a lot of utensils, guys. People are going to cook, especially if you're renting a full home. This is a 4-bedroom, 3-bath home I'm standing in. So if you're going to be doing any kind of cooking or anything like that, you're going to want to make sure you are fully equipped with everything that the kitchen might need. So you want to have tablecloths and pot holders, that kind of thing. You want to make sure you have knives, forks, spoons, that kind of stuff as well. You want to make sure you have pots and pans, actual pots and pans that they could actually use, different sizes. Some people is going to cook a lot, some people not so much, but because you don't know who your audience will be, you want to make sure you're preparing for that. In this pantry, we also have a slow cooker. So if somebody wanted to come and do slow cooking, they could do that. We have a George Foreman grill right there that they could use. There's also a barbecue grill outside. We have different, different like bowls and that kind of stuff that you want to also have, right? So you want to make sure that's done. Now you have to decide upon how you're going to theme the home that you're doing, right? The home that you're preparing for this Airbnb. You want to theme it based upon the area you're in. We're in the Disney area, so we theme a lot towards beach and Disney stuff, but you want to make sure you're theming. Let's take a look at one of the bathrooms. So in our bathroom, we want to make sure we're leaving a few things out for the guests, just like a hotel would, like shampoo, conditioners, that kind of stuff. You want to leave a makeup towel out as well. And you also want to leave liquid soap by the sink so they could wash their hands. You want to make sure your light fixtures are updated. You want to make sure your piping fixtures is updated. You want to design out your bathroom to what you want it to be based upon what theme you're going for. Theme is going to be really important. So you want to decide upon your theme first before you start doing your Airbnb. Now this particular room is a beach theme room, as you could see. So they already decided that's what they were going to do with this particular room. If you notice, there's no carpet. I'm not saying carpet is bad, nor am I saying for you to go get carpet if it's not in your budget. But if you can avoid carpet, that would be a great idea. The next thing I'm going to say is you want to make sure you have at least one king bed if it's available. Like if you have 2, 3, 4 bedrooms, whatever you have, you want to make sure you have a king bed. Why is that important? Think about when you are looking to book a hotel room. If you're staying in there, and your significant other or husband is staying there, or wife, you want to make sure that they have at least one king bed, right? So this home has 2 master suites, and this is one of the master suites I'm standing in. And it also has 2 king beds. Each master suite has its own king bed. What are you going to offer? Each bathroom should have a makeup towel, at least your shampoo, conditioner, that kind of stuff, a liquid soap. Whether you want to do the individual sizes one like these, or if you want to do the big bottles, what you put on the wall and you put the liquid in there, that's also fine. Another thing I'm a big advocate of is each room should have its own ceiling fan, and each room should have its own TV, right? That way there's no fighting in the house as to who's going to watch what TV, because they're on vacation, right? One of the reasons why I want to put a ceiling fan in each bedroom, if you have multiple bedrooms working with, is because people have different temperature. They work on different temperatures. Some people are always hot, some people are always cold. So what you want to make sure is no matter what the temperature is of whoever it is, they could have their own fan in the room and they won't just go up and turn the AC on to kill your air conditioning bill. Another thing I'm a big believer of is you want to have a sofa a couch or a sofa or a sectional that converts into a bed. That will give you more sleeping space in your Airbnb, and it gives more flexibility as well. Also, in your living area should be a relatively, I would say, 55-inch or bigger TV. That way they could gather in the living room or the family room and watch whatever it is they want. In our area, a pool and a spa is very important. So we're not going to buy any home that doesn't have a pool, a spa, or a hot tub. We're in Central Florida. Don't ask me why, but people just love that option. All right. So that's some of the stuff. Now, another thing you want to do, you want to make sure you have a book, a home book, that is going to tell people about the home, how to use everything. You might take it for granted that people know how to use everything, but they really do not. You have to realize that. And that came from practice with us. We realize not everyone knows how to use everything, no matter how basic you think it is. The next thing I'm going to point out is your laundry room, of course. In your laundry room, you want to make sure you have a laundry bin, right? A little laundry bin right there. You could have a step ladder. You could also make sure you're leaving, for this particular home, they're leaving 2 tabs, laundry tabs, and some dryer sheets for the next guest that comes in. You have to have a fire extinguisher in the house. That is a law thing, so you want to have that. Now let's take a look at this particular game room, because that's a big deal in our area. This game room, they're offering a pool table, they have a foosball table, they have a hair hockey table, they have 2 arcade games. They also have a what is this called again? Split air, right? So that means that this is the garage is converted into a game room, and they're split here, so there's air conditioning or either one in the home when they need it. Also, they provide a TV. Why is that important? Because people might come with their PlayStation or whatever it is, and they could just hook it up here, so you have controls for it as well. There's also games pre-programmed in this TV as well. So this I would say is a very great game room. They also have, if you look over here, you see that they offer also pool toys, right? So there's a pool, so there's pool toys. We have arcade game, we have different things to choose from. Air hockey, foosball, pool, which is a big deal. We also have the pool light over the pool table. So these are some of the stuff you want to look for. Another thing that they offer, is you want to make sure you have a high chair, right? For people that's traveling with kids. And you also want to make sure you have a playpen. A portable playpen that they could pull out. We normally store the playpen in the closet. So these are just some of the stuff that you want to make sure you have in your Airbnb. You want to make it bright and light. You want to make sure all the lights are working. You have to check that all the time. So let's recap. We want to have a fully stocked kitchen. We want to make sure we have updated stuff, especially if you're competing with new construction, like granite countertop, updated cabinets, updated faucets. Our refrigerator, I'm going to go with the one that dispenses ice and water from the door, because that will save them from going in and out of the fridge all the time. You want to also give a Keurig and a coffee maker, so they have both choices. You can also leave stuff like sweeteners, creamers, that kind of stuff. You want to make sure you have enough spoon, forks, knives, this different kind of stuff. You can leave some cleaning products as well under the sink. So under the cabinet, under the sink, you could leave that. If you can avoid carpet, avoid carpet. If not, put it on your budget to switch the carpet out when you can. Each room should have a ceiling fan. Oh, one last thing. You want to make sure you're automated. So with this automation tab right here, we are able, and this smart thermostat, you want to have a smart thermostat, smart pad that you could control the home remotely, and you want to have a smart lock as well. All this should be controlled by an app. That's very important. Okay? So, clean, nice, airy, not too cluttery. Those are some of the stuff you would look for when you're designing your Airbnb.